KDKA, station KDKA. I wonder if I can get the election results of 1920. Let's see here. Let's fiddle with this cat whisker a little bit more on this crystal set. KDKA, the election results. Really? Oh my word. I think Harding may win. Oh, am I live? Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Let me get rid of this contraption. In case you were wondering, it's called a crystal set. And when this house was built in 1925, these were already almost obsolete. Did you know that? Let's put this down. Anyway, I don't know how they stood listening to the radio. These things are heavy and they really crush your ears. Talk more about that crystal set maybe later on in the evening. But let me first welcome you and wish you a happy, memorable, meaningful, whatever adjective you'd like, Memorial Day. Sound check, voice check, blurry check. How are we looking? Let's get that ink pen out of there. Yes, hello everyone. So give me a thumbs up and let me know if the infrastructure is working well. I guess you call it infrastructure. I don't know. All the noobs and noobs, all the tubes and wires. Looks good, sounds good. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, everyone, I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, and this is a regular, not a special, but a regular old live sale. I do them every other Monday night. And this month we have an extra Monday, right? A fifth one. So we had the first, the third, and then tonight. Thanks for joining me on this holiday evening. Oh, look at that little piece on the top of my hat sticking up. Let's get that off of there. Wait a minute. I don't think it's gonna come off. Okay, there it is. We'll throw that on the floor. Don't worry, I got the windows open. It'll blow itself out the back door. Okay. Very good, very good. Well, we're going to get started. If you're new to this channel, the live sales are every other Monday night. We go live at 8 o'clock. I start selling at about 8:10. And I usually have 25 lots to sell, and there they are. And I usually finish by 10 o'clock. After we have sold for 1 hour, we take a 5-minute intermission at 9 o'clock to give everybody a break, and then we sell again. And then sometimes at the end of the evening, it's chit chat and show and tell. Now I am flying solo tonight because I told Vinny, whether he wanted to or not, he had today off. Now, Vinny can take off anytime that he wants. He does this on a volunteer basis for me as my auction moderator. I hope he's enjoying hot dogs and hamburgers or something like that. So I'm going to be taking care of things this evening, and I've got the usual collection of stuff. I've got something from my 1930s kitchen people. I got something for my EAPG folks. I've got a little mid-century modern, and we always have some Art Deco and glassware and things from sort of the 1920s and 30s era. And that's pretty much where we're going to stick tonight. I've got an Art Deco pocketbook. I am going to show it to you now because I want to make sure that you stay tuned. You didn't even know, because I didn't do a preview. This is going to be coming up some point in the evening. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Brown shoes. Could you wear this with black shoes? I don't know, I suppose you could. That's coming up later on in the show. Wow, what else? I'm not gonna show you anything else. But that is a super cool, wonderful Art Deco pocketbook. circa, the 1930s. And we're going to have that for sale tonight as well. So if you will all do me a favor here, and you know how this works. Refresh, reboot, live chat, all of that stuff. Everybody realizes that our equipment runs on different speeds. So if you're watching on the TV and you're bidding on your laptop, they ain't gonna be in sync, all right? So you figure out which device works the quickest for you. And remember, if you see something that you like, if you wait until I say 3, 2, 1, you're gonna miss it, because depending on where you are and what your devices are like, there is anywhere from a 3-second to like a 15-second lag, and that just happens with live sales. What you'll see me do is I'm looking at you here, and I'm looking at you there as well. When I get down to the last 3 seconds of an item, you'll see me go 3, 2, 1. And I do that because I then look at my laptop, which allows for the lag between my live broadcasting and what most people are seeing. And then when I see on my screen down below, when I see myself go, I type in the stop, yeah? So the highest bid that appears just before the stop is the winner. But you guys already knew that. Now look, you don't have to pre-register with me. In fact, I prefer that you don't. But if you're new and you've never won anything before, when you get a chance, you don't have to do it tonight, do it tomorrow morning. Send me, and the information is always in the description box below the video. And I know that my good friends, my good moderators, and I know that KP has already put it in there. I did jump down and see that, and I appreciate that. So if you're new and you win something tonight, I'll need from you your name, your chat name, because you could be in here chatting as Gloria Gearshift, right? But your real name is Mildred Thornburg. And then I'm like, well, I don't know who you are. So let me know your real name and your chat name when you write to me. There is a bunny rabbit. What is he trying to do? I'm sorry, I'm distracted. The front door is open. Oh, that's a kitty cat. Oh, he sees a spider or a moth or something. There's a kitty outside playing around. I've got all the windows open. It's actually chilly here. We have a beautiful breeze. I know I just shifted. I forgot to tell you. Okay, let me go back again. Your name, this is how your name, your real name, the PayPal address associated with your PayPal account, and then your mailing address. If you'll give me all of those things, I can then invoice you. And I do the invoicing within 24 hours. I might do a few tonight. Most of them I get done tomorrow morning. And then payment is due as promptly as you can. That's always appreciated when you get the invoice. Now, I promise you all those cups and saucers are in the mail, and everything I got back in town and everything. If you won something in the live sale that Patrick and I did, you haven't received those things yet. There was a delay, of course, because of today, and there was a delay yesterday because I whacked my knee on something, broke the skin, and I was not in any way able to get all those packages to the post office by noon on Saturday. So there's a little bit of a delay. But remember, I've never not shipped something to someone. Sometimes I can get a little bit behind in that, but we're all good on that. So everything is in the mail, or will be in the mail tomorrow morning from previous shows. Okay, let's see here. Right, so I appreciate you. Okay, thank you, Karen. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, you don't have to send. It's I prefer that folks don't send anything to me unless they've won something. I get so many emails, and if a bunch of people are sending me their contact information, but they don't actually win anything, it makes it a lot more confusing for me. So if you wouldn't mind, you don't have to write to me or send me any information unless you win something. And some of you do send your information every time, and that's okay too. I appreciate that as well. I'm having a big old iced tea. I hope everyone enjoyed their Memorial Day today, however you chose to spend it. And on that note, we've got 190 folks. Well, let me refresh. We might have more than that. Let me give myself a thumbs up. Did you give me a thumbs up? Let's see. Oh, I just gave myself a thumbs down. Okay, well, I have thumb up down there below the screen if you're on your computers. And let's see here. Am I missing anything before we get started? I appreciate that. Thank you for asking everybody to thumbs up. And yes, only if you win. Okay. Where are we now? We are at 8:11, so I am starting 1 minute late. Here we go. You will receive both of these for one price, and these start at $12 for both pieces, not choice, but both pieces of glass are yours. And we're gonna look for an opening bid of $12. We have a pink horn and a silver crest. Now we know this is Fenton. The pink horn, I think Jeanette made stuff like this. The colors, the lights and everything wash out the color. Trust me, this is that salmon pink color. You guys are familiar with that. So that's pink. And this is the old formula, the old Ring of Fire. That's right, look at that. That's that old Ring of Fire formula there. I see an opening bid of $12 from Aaron Hart. Thank you, Aaron. And this little Fenton, no chips or cracks on either one. Unmarked Fenton, but we know this was way back before they changed that milk glass formula. So Silvercrest Fenton piece, and it stands 4 inches tall. 4 inches tall on the old milk glass formula Fenton piece. And the little one horn, the little one cornucopia horn thing here. I see Wendy now we're at 13 and we're now at 14. I imagine there were 2 of these for the mantle or wherever they were supposed to go. Unmarked, but does anybody know? All of a sudden, somehow Jeanette popped into my mind, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a Jeanette piece. Both pieces of glass will be yours. And okay, let me get a little more organized here. All right, let's go ahead and count these down. So we'll hold these up and let you see them. The highest bid right now is $20 from Aaron Hart, and we're counting them down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. I've just entered the stop. And it looks like and my moderators can help me here, but what I see is I see Diana Lynch, but before that, the highest bid, well, let's see, $20, 21. I see Diana. Just before the stop, I see Diana Lynch on my laptop. And Aaron, I see you coming in right just after the stop. So from what I see, it's Diana Lynch at 21. And Diana, thank you. Oh, Aaron, you just missed it. All right, let's get 21 in there. And that's Diana Lynch. Thank you, Diana. You have to pardon me, though, because sometimes I forget names. So if you're new to me, Diana, welcome. And if you've bought from me before, I apologize that I have forgotten that. All right, thanks, moderators. Look, next up is a wonderful, and I mean wonderful, we're going to start at $15 on these. look at this Art Deco 1930s creamer and sugar bowl. Now, no damage on these. I'm looking for an opening bid of $15 on these. And you know, red, we don't see as much red in depression glass. We see a lot of pink, a lot of green, yellow, blue, but you don't see quite as much red. So this is wonderful. I think that this was made by a good glass company of the 1930s. Florida Golden Girls at $20. No chips or cracks. Really nice deco design. I love the steps on the handles. This is nice fire polished glass. So this is not your inexpensive Hazel Atlas and Anchor Hocking. This could be such as New Martinsville and Lancaster. Well, let's see, I would probably not then, because they had been taken over by Hocking. Who else could this be? I'm getting a New Martinsville feel on it, but I'm not sure about that. I didn't really have a chance to look this pattern up in any of my depression glass books, but a nice red cream and sugar in depression glass. Florida Golden Girl is still at $26. Someone is asking, can you purchase and check out as a guest? You may through PayPal, but you have to let me know that you don't have a PayPal account, and then that way I know what to do. So I like it if you have one, but if you don't have one, you can still do it that way, and I'll let you check out as a guest. Okay, so a nice red cream and sugar from the 1930s in this beautiful Art Deco glass. I think Florida Golden Girl may still be the high bidder at $25, and we'll count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. And now I look at my screen down below, and there goes the stop. And I want to say that I'm appreciating all of my moderators. I think Terry Trahan, you came in just after the stop, so I see on my computer Florida Golden Girl at 26. And let me just refresh there. So I do see Florida Golden at 26. Okay, thank you, Karen. Florida Golden. Okay, hi, Patricia. I appreciate that. This is a little more challenging to do, to monitor this without the Vintage Vinny. But it's good for me to be able to accomplish this. Thanks, Jeffrey, for putting that in there. And thank you, everyone who's bidding. Thank you, Florida Golden Girl. And thank you, Terry. You came in just 1 second. Oh, the lag. I'm not going to do my Dr. Smith impersonation again. Okay, look at this big, beautiful white ceramic vase. I am telling you that it's 10.5 inches tall. And we're going to start out at $15 on this. There's no mark on the bottom of it. But I'm asking us if we could begin at $15 on it. It's in excellent condition. It's got a little bit of that old-fashioned crazing, the way that the old glaze does, you know. And it's a generous vase there. And I like the sort of scalloped design across here. And it works its way down. It has kind of an Art Deco, Dr. Smith is your hero, poodle. Has kind of a deco design, and it gives me that feel of that era. But to be honest, I can't tell you. I see no mark on the bottom at all, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's just not marked. So a beautiful, tall ceramic vase, and we're looking for an opening bid of $15. We'll wait just a second longer and see if we get an opening bid for peonies. That would be nice. Let me back it up so you can see it. I did comment that it is 10.5 inches tall. And if we don't see an opening bid of 15, and I don't see one, we're going to give it another second or two. Then we'll move on to the next thing. With my windows open, you may hear some of the sounds of the neighborhood. There are some backyard badminton games going on and some grilling still going on outside. I can see through the side window and through my front door. And we've got no bids. We're going to move on. There's no interest in that at 15. So we're moving along. We're going to go to our next thing. We'll come back to that at the very end, so that's quite all right. We'll come back at the very end and see if someone else pops in and has an interest in it. Now look at this. You've seen these before. I can't believe I found another one, but I did. This is old glass bake. And we're looking at an opening bid of $15 on this. It measures 5 by 7 by 4. 5 by 7 by 4. We're asking for an opening bid of $15 on this piece right here. KP has placed an opening bid of 15. I've had this before. Ooh, I can smell hamburger on a grill coming in my window. Ooh, I've already eaten. There's the old-fashioned glass bake on the inside. Yeah, nice and clean. It is chip-free and crack-free. Now with kitchen glass, you will sometimes have a little bit of roughness. This is nice, very nice. And even on the lid, the only issue is one little chip on the inner lip, that little inner lip that fits down inside. So, you know, you never really see that. A nice dish, refrigerator dish, glass bake, that's McKee. They were competing with Fire King, with Pyrex rather. We still have a bid of $15. And once again, this lovely piece of glass from before the Second World War, look at that knob on the top, is ready for shipment to your house and soon your leftovers. Sauerkraut, combination salad. Had one of those in forever. The highest bid right now is $17, and we're counting this refrigerator dish down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And there goes the stop, and I see Running Plays YT at 18. Running, now let me get this down. You're new to me. This is great. Oh, wait, Running PLAYZ. 18. Oh, you just meant that you want, yeah, at 18. I got, okay, so it's just Running Plays YT. Yeah, got it, okay. That was the high bid of 18. Thank you so much. I think you're new to me. I'm sure that's a new name. Welcome. Running Plays. I'm just double checking down here to make sure we're all good with that. So don't forget to send your information. Oh, and remember, I ship from the South Jersey, Philadelphia area. I use pirate ship, so shipping is not included. I'll figure out the cheapest way to ship it to you and stick it inside of a that's going to fit in a little 12 by 12 by 8 box. Okay, I don't mean to be distracted, but I have to look and see because I don't have Vinny's ear stopping me and telling me. I have to look at the chat to make sure I'm not missing anything. But I keep saying congratulations, Lisa. Why? So, but is running plays actually a person named Lisa? If so, I don't know that. So help me out there. All I see is running plays. Is that also known as Lisa? Y'all are confusing me. Huh? All right, is it Lisa Walker or is it running plays? What? Okay. So Lisa Walker and running plays is the same thing. Why are y'all trying to confuse me? All right. So, got you, Lisa. And thank you. This is in case you have a broken arm at the dining room table. Right? That's what you do. You put this on the dining room table. If you hurt yourself, no, you're fine. It's very difficult to see everything. I got you. Look, as long as I know running plays and Lisa is the same person. $12 on this broken arm support. And yes, Wendy, I know that it's not for a broken arm. It's actually for normally people would put bananas in there back in the old EAPG days. These days you can put in there whatever you want to put in there, whether you put bananas in there or a French baguette. We are going to ask an opening bid of $12. It's dollars. It's 7 inches tall. I'm never going to get through all of this. It's 7 inches tall and it has no chips or cracks and it's got a fleur-de-lis. Isn't that what that thing is right there? See that little thing? So it's French. Maybe we should put some French bananas in it. I don't know. Isn't that a fleur-de-lis? So that's what this thing is, and it's really nice. It doesn't have, look, the fleur-de-lis is even on the this thing, the stem in between. So don't you normally think that this is for bananas? All right, let's see where we are. Here I am running my mouth. I guess French fries. That would be good, Alyssa. Let me back up here and see where we are with the bids. It looks like it goes by so quickly. So sometimes I need my moderators to tell me who, okay, so someone's outbidding themselves. This makes it a little trickier. Fleur-de-lis. Let's just give it a second here. Okay, so Sassy Girl is at 15 bucks on this. That's the highest bid right now. Sassy Girl is at 15. And, oh, all right, Sassy Girl's at 15, which means we are going to count it down. Oh, you could put a big taco in it. I didn't think about that. I kind of like resting my arm in it. Here comes the countdown. Sassy Girl's the highest bidder at 15, and so 10. All right, Funky Monkey is now at 17. So we're going to go with that. Monkey is at 17. Here comes the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there goes the stop, and it looks like Funky Monkey at 17. That's what I see. EAPG banana. Monkey. You gonna put bananas in it, Monkey? What you gonna do with it? I think I need to change the Oh, a roll of paper towels. Okay, I need to get this out of the way. Ooh. And get that out of the way, and look at this. This is a big candy dish. And it is got to be lead crystal because it weighs like 8 pounds. We're gonna start out at $18. It's 2.5 inches tall by 6. And it is just lovely. The lid is chip free. And then the bottom of it has just a little bit of roughness on the inner lip, again, which you don't see when the lid is in place. Just a little bit right there. It's nice and heavy. And I believe that it's lead crystal because of its clarity. It's also got some engraving on the top. Some wheel cut, some work has been done on this. It's a really pretty one. And it's nice that none of the facets here on the knob have any chips either. So the high bid is now $20 on this beautiful candy dish, which measures 6 inches in diameter and 2.5 inches tall. Yeah, don't bang it. I know you guys don't like it when I do that. Look at that. It's really lovely. Okay, so other than that little chip on the rim, that's just a beauty, and we're going to count it down. The high bid now is Terry Trahan at 25, and we're going to count her down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the stop is in there, and it looks like Sandra Garcia at 35. I don't know if it's McKee. It could be a McKee, an old McKee piece. Could have been Patricia. Sandra Garcia at 35. Lead crystal candy. Thank you, Sandra. Jeffrey, thank you confirming that. All righty. Yeah, bring back the clear glass is right. Got a couple more little clear glass pieces here to show you tonight as well. I love the clear glass. Okay, it's 8:30. We've been rocking and rolling for a half an hour. And the next item that we've got tonight for sale is this. We're gonna stick with the glass. Now I'll tell you what. Stop pointing at them. All right. This we have got let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plates. The price is $20. You get all 5. They're 9 inches. And they're gonna have fingerprints all over them, at least this one will. They're beautiful. Sometimes the companies would say topaz. We're just gonna say yellow. But they're not amber, trust me. Beautiful yellow plates. There are no chips on any of them. And almost no utensil scratches. Very few. They've not been murdered, all for one money. They've not been murdered in a dishwasher. And it's $20 for the 5 yellow wheel cut Depression era 9-inch plates. Now I'll put this stack down before I throw them on the floor and just let you see the one. 9 inches is great. So right, see there, I told you, I measured that. It's 9 inches. I never need a ruler. They have polished bottoms. Yeah, that's a sign of a good glass company. or finishing work. Now they're cut on a wheel, so the etching is cut into here. See? I can't really answer that, Monkey, because some of the companies called their yellow glass topaz. So if you want to be specific about the color, I guess because I'm around depression glass so much, I get more of a yellow feel, but I know that some companies called this topaz. I don't have any amber glass in front of me to compare it with, so it's just the best I can do. $22 is where we are now. I'm still holding the stack up so you can hopefully see, get a better idea. And it's kind of hard. This might give you with the white. So 9 inches, no chips or cracks, no dishwasher damage. Great for salads, little lunches, or small dinners. And these do date all the way back to the 1930s. I can and I do ship to Canada. I'm happy to do so. Note, I can't do anything, as you know, of course, about the price, and it is costly. So I will gladly ship to my Canadian friends. And I can't really tell you what the shipping would be until... Very funny, Margaret. I can't tell you what the... you're messing, Margaret. You're feeling all happy because I see your little smileys. Okay, enough is enough. Be quiet and count them down. The highest bid is $36, and here comes the countdown. Let me put the stop in there. I'm going to drop these things all over the flow. S-T-O-P. Okay, counting them down. The highest bid right now is $36, and here comes the countdown. 10, 9, be quiet, Patricia. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, I know you are. 3, 2, 1. Now stop trying to stir me up. You know I'm on my own tonight. Oh, Patsy, you got in there just... Wait a minute. It's Terry Trahan at 36. You just missed it, Patsy. Terry Trahan at 36. Yes, you can say pink, pink, you stink. I don't know if I have any pink. I do have some pink, pink, you stink. We're all going to say it in a minute. Let's double check here. And Terry Trahan at 36. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Boy, it got dark. It got dark fast. Boy, when it gets dark, it gets dark. Patsy M. Old Curiosity Shop stuff. It is Patsy M at 43. I'm sorry, whoever I said, Terry. Patsy M. Patsy M at 43. Thank you, Patsy, on the plates. Let me get this written down in the right spot. 40. Okay. Patsy M. Got it. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Got it. All right. Hit this, hit that. Live chat. Those are, let me leave those right where they are. I don't think I want to move those. I think I want to turn these, I want to adjust one of these lights because give me just a second. Ouch. I want to change something on the lighting here. Patsy, thank you. I'm coming right back, everyone. I simply wanted to do something to the lights. because there's a nice, it's cool in here. This might be a little bit better. Hello, Arkansas. Thank you, Karen. All right. Okay, this ought to be fun. We're gonna do, well, actually, I wanna get these out of the way. Okay, let's do this. Let me hit refresh on the entire thing and see what we get. So we've got 334 folks at the auction tonight. If you could give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. I would appreciate that. All right, and thank you moderators for your continued assistance. Look at this Art Deco pocketbook. Oh my word. Hey, Trusty, I'm glad you're here, Trusty. I'm not asking you to hang around for the whole thing, but I'm going to show and tell something that you gave me, that you gifted me. I'm going to show it at the end of the program tonight. I hope you made it back home safely, and it was nice to see you again, and we had a good time shopping. I just actually put up my Trusty Huckster video today. I just posted my video today of our shopping trip. So if you guys get a chance to go and watch that, you can go and watch that. That would be, I think you might enjoy that because we saw some wonderful things. Okay, the pocketbook. I'm going to ask an opening bid on this of $35. $35, and it measures 8 by 7. Now let me talk about it. It's all cloth. There are no beads. There's no glass on it, and it is unmarked. Now when I say unmarked, I can't find a mark, and I know I've looked everywhere, and I know where you're supposed to look. I know that you open it up, and you go on the inside, and you look at the brass on the inside, you look on the clasp, I've looked everywhere. I can't find a mark on this purse. So I don't know who the manufacturer was, but I'm asking for an opening bid of $35. There is a name for that squiggly material. It's not beaded. These are not glass beads. This is material. And I forget the name of what you call this type of I call it like brain. It looks like a brain to me, and I can never remember what that's called. But very geometric. It's all fabric. There are no beads on it. And when we open it up, you can see that this is a glass bead here on the top. And so I'll let you see the clasp. Pull the clasp back. And it opens up like this. It's nice and clean on the inside. And here is her little change purse for where she keeps her dime, right? So if her boyfriend gets drunk on bootleg hooch, she can call her mother, and her mother will come and get her in the roadster. So there's her mad money. We'll put this back inside. That just hangs on the inside. Look at that. Open this up, and we'll close that up again. And the highest bid right now is $38. Once again, it's all stitching, whatever that is. No beads here. None of this is glass. It's all some type of thread that's done. And then you can see the chain, and then the little bead here, the little glass bead on the top to open and close this. And I know that I call anything like this a pocketbook because I don't carry them. So whether it's a clutch or a purse or a pocketbook or a evening bag, whatever you want to call it, technically, you know, all I know is when I was a kid, Granny would open up her pocketbook and somebody would give us chiclets if we were good in church. That's when you got outside. You couldn't chew them. And both sides are in really good condition. Remember chiclets? And they were tiny. I mean, it was like if they gave you like 2 chiclets, they were like, it was gum that was smaller than a, they were just, I mean, they weren't even worth it. Anyway, no, I did not find it in Columbia. I've had this forever. Pam Avery is the highest bid at 47. Can you hear the fireworks outside? I'm not too far from a park, and there are some fireworks tonight, even for Memorial Day. Okay, so the highest bid right now is 48, and we will count this purse, pocketbook, evening bag, handbag. We'll count it down. Who did Ruth Buzzy used to hit with one on some TV show when I was little? 10, 9. The highest bid is 48. 7. Wait, let me hit live chat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and the highest bid was so far back. You're gonna have to help me. It looks like it was Florida Golden Girl at 48. Can you hear the fireworks? Florida, you just got yourself a really nice 1930s. What are you gonna do? You collect vintage clothing and things? I am so happy for you, because this, I wasn't sure what I was ever gonna do with it. Nothing. It's just such a good example of deco. I really am delighted that you got it. Let's see what you're gonna do with it. Huh? Yeah, Ruth Buzzy used to hit. I hope you use it, Florida. I hope you go out one night with it. I think you should go dancing with it, Florida. Golden. All right, keep going. Let's do, okay, this is 2. Now this is called, oh boy. I've got 2 sets. The highest bidder can have 1 set, and if they'd like a second set, they may have it. I hope the fireworks aren't disturbing you guys. The opening bid, I'm going to ask for an opening bid of $20. Hold on for a second. $20, you get 8 pieces. 4, you get those 4. And you get these 4, right? So you get 8 pieces for $20. And then there is a second set of them. So the highest bidder can have both sets, or they can have one, and the second highest bidder can have the second set. So let's take a look. They are unmarked. That one is 3.5 inches tall. That one is 3 inches tall. They have the wonderful mid-century barware look to them. There's no mark on the bottom. Note the nice heavy base there. Okay, and so $20 and you'll get a set of 8. Once again, and I don't know what you call these. It's like, is that a roly? I don't know. I just don't know. But there's the 4 of the, and the silver is excellent. No chips or cracks on any of these, and the silver is excellent on this set and on that second set that I've got. So then there are these little guys. And I'll tell you a funny story while we're waiting as people are placing their bids. We do have an opening bid of 20. I have an opening bid of 20. And I'm going to hold these up, and I'll tell you that it seems the thing to say is Dorothy Thorpe, Dorothy Thorpe, Dorothy Thorpe. It was so funny because Patrick and I were in a store, and there was a lot of this kind of thing. And I asked the proprietor, I said, please educate me, because everybody says Dorothy Thorpe. I say, how do you know whether it's actually Dorothy Thorpe or not? And he said, you know, to tell you the truth, I don't know. I have never come across anyone who can actually tell me, how do you identify Dorothy Thorpe? So I'm not saying Dorothy Thorpe. I may say in the style of, because I just don't know, and I don't like messing it up. Now, I know that, in my understanding is that Dorothy didn't do the fade, that Queen, whatever it was, company. So I don't think Dorothy faded her silver, but certainly there had to be more than one designer or one company that made barware like this. And I would love to know specifically how you know whether it's Dorothy Thorpe or not. And we don't need to get into that tonight, but I just don't know, and I've never ever had anybody be able to tell me. So it looks like, I don't know where we are now that I've been talking and talking and talking and not really being able to look at the comments. You hate the smell? Okay, I don't know. What are you smelling? It looks like the highest bid right now is, I see Wendy at 20. If anybody else wants to put in a bid, go ahead and place that bid, and we're going to count these sets down. So right now, Wendy is at 20. She'll win all 8. And if she wants 16, she can have a second set. And I don't know if we have another, if anybody else is bidding or not. So we'll just count these down and we'll go with it. All right, a set of 8. 4 of these and 4 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let me put the stop in there. Let's see. There it goes. I will go back and read all of this later. I see what Sarah is saying, and Sarah, I do have a question for you. But it looked like Wendy. Is it Wendy? Let's see, is it Wendy at 20? If it is Wendy at 20, Wendy, do you want 1 set or 2? You can have 16 of them for 40, or you can have 8 of them for 20. I hope I got that right. So we'll just wait and see if Wendy wants just the 1 set, or does she want... Wendy wants 1 set at 20. Wendy gets 1 set at 20. And we're moving on, because I don't think there were any other bids, and so I have a second set. Maybe we'll try to auction a second set at the end of the night. Now, I was reading what everybody was saying about Dorothy Thorpe, but my question is her glass always marked? So, do you know that? So in other words, could these be Dorothy Thorpe but unmarked? I don't know. Did she always mark it or sometimes mark it? What am I missing? What smells that you guys are talking about? No, she had stickers, and yes, they could be. Okay, so she had stickers. Sarah is saying that it's not always marked, that she used stickers, and they could be Dorothy Thorpe. Not all Dorothy Thorpe pieces are marked. So, you know, there you go. I don't know. I'm comfortable just saying in the style of, unless I have a sticker or a box that tells me that that's what it is. I don't want to misrepresent anything. All right. We're going to do the Nippon set at 15, and then if there's time before the intermission, we'll do something else. I appreciate that. And you know, I will go back and read everything. I can't read it now, all of the comments now while we're doing this live, but I would like to come back and read what you're telling me in when I STOP, when I post the thing later. Look at this little Nippon, wait a minute. Hand-painted Nippon. That helps us date it, right? These two pieces are chip-free, crack-free. They're hand-painted Nippon, and they are Mori Brothers. And we're going to ask an opening bid of $15. Look, they match. And they're just beautiful for a dresser. I think these would be lovely for a dresser, as part of a dresser set. And maybe that's what they were. And so this could be a little vase. Normally I see, this could be for hat pins as well. I think this was a dresser set. And sometimes the hat pin holders didn't have the little holes in the top, but they were open like this. So use it as something for hat pins or as a... And then I don't know what this little tiny, I mean, the little dish thing here is, 4 inches across. I don't know if this was part of a dresser set, whether this was just for the lady to drop a powder puff on there or rings or whatever. But it's very delicate. It's gold and it's hand painted. And we know that Nippon is the word used for Japan. And that went out the window in 1921 when they weren't allowed to use Nippon anymore. So this dates to before 1921 and sometime after 1891. So somewhere within that 30-year period, probably right around the turn of the century or so. Very delicately painted and beautiful. These Nippon pieces here. I see KP Gunther at, I now see Sylvia Lee at 43 on these beautiful pieces, and we'll count them down. I think I told you that little hat pin holder stands 5 inches tall, and there are no chips or cracks on either one. And with that being said, here come the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, this ain't easy, folks. Stop. Okay, now I look down here on that screen, put the stop in there. And is it Sylvia Lee at 43? I'm ready for intermission. Is it Sylvia Lee at 43? I think so. 43. Sylvia Lee. Thank you so much, Sylvia. We're going to keep going because it's 2 minutes before 9. It's almost intermission, but let's get these out of the way quickly. $15. One has a chip, but it's really, really tiny. Yes, they glow in the dark. 2 wine glasses, and they're etched. $15 is what I'm asking as an opening bid. No, I'm not. I'm asking, well, did anybody bid already? I'm actually asking for an opening bid of 10, but if you put 15 in, Heidi, you can bring it back to 10. I'm sorry. We'll see. I really just messed that up. I was asking for really an opening bid of 10, but I guess we'll just let it roll. Now look, they do glow. They do have uranium in them. That one is perfect. So as I spin around the top, that one feels good. This one, the chip is more felt than seen, and it's the kind of chip that can be polished out. It is so hard to get you to see because this never focuses right, but it's right there, and you'll feel it with your fingers. Gosh, I wish I could get you. It's more of a flea bite than a chip, and they're etched. So 2 wine glasses. Take this to a glass place where they repair it, and they'll just grind that right out of there, and you'll never feel it. So glow in the dark for you and someone special. Or if you just want to guzzle down one and not get up from your chair and have another one ready, you can guzzle down your second one and turn your black light on and woohoo, see what happens. Counting them down, I don't know if they are Falstoria or not, and I don't know that because that's just that generic, who knows, golly, glass can be so difficult. That little etch on there could be anybody, so could be Falstoria, but we're gonna count them down, and it's we're at $30. Oh, you want to put champagne in it? Get your hands off them stems. Okay, we're gonna count them down. The highest bid looks like it is 30. And the countdown goes as follows: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I got that in there. Let me hit refresh. And it's intermission time. Ooh, let's see who won. If my moderators will help me with that. Was it Joan Griswell at 30? I see Joan at 30. Joan, thank you, and thank you to everyone else who bid. And I'm sorry that you just missed it. Joan Griswell. Okay, that's good. And it is 9:02. It's time for a 5-minute intermission. Now, normally this is when I tell Vinny to be entertaining and to tell humorous anecdotes and whatnot. And I told Vinny, take the night off. So you're going to have to just chat amongst or among. You're my 8th grade English teacher. You guys just talk. I'm going to be back in about 2 minutes. It's intermission time. Am I the only one that does an intermission? You guys can take the intermission too. Go out to the refrigerator. Get that last hot dog off the grill. I'll be right back. Is it among? Talk among yourselves. Well, I didn't have AP English. I got close though. All right, now. Oh, good grief. Let me lock my front door. Pull the shades down. All right, I'm coming back. Thank you for letting me have that little intermission. What did you guys do? What did you guys do while I was gone? Let's see, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I know what I'm going to tell you while we're still on the... Should we? Well, I don't know. I'll do this at the end because we got some stuff to get through. Did you see I finally put the silk in my wicker lamp out on the front porch, redid the shade. I have a video about that later this week. But I'm going to talk about that lamp and the inspiration for the silk colors that I put in there in a couple of minutes. Oh, you got an orange. Very good. Let's keep going. Okay. Oh, I told you we had some pink. We do. Let's do, I can't believe I'm selling these, but I am. The refrigerator. No, not yet. I did not get the refrigerator, not yet. And there was a question earlier, I saw that, I couldn't really get to it. Let's see, on some channels, everyone has to pay the highest price. This one, you're lucky if you come in second. When I do that, I don't remember, I don't think I make the person pay, I don't make the second runner-up pay the highest winner's bid. I think that's what somebody was asking me. If the highest bidder doesn't want the second lot, then the person who comes in second place gets it for what they're, I think, unless you were asking me why don't I charge them what the highest bidder paid. That might be what you're asking me. Yeah, no, I don't know, Patrick, because I need to call them and find out about Patrick was asking me about that refrigerator. I didn't call to find out. I didn't have a chance to do that, so I'll get back to that. Look at this. Let me find my spot first. Okay, and the spot where I am is right here. Okay, these are fantastic. And you have the opportunity to bid, okay, on 2 pink glass bases. Pink, you don't stink. These are not easy to find. And I got a matching pair of pink depression glass bases. $30 is the opening bid on these. You get both of them for one money. They will hold something that has a base no larger than 2 3/4. Yeah, so whatever is going to sit on this can't be any larger than 2 3/4. All of the glass, well, here I go again. Many of the glass companies, including Fenton and Cambridge and Beaumont and, oh gosh, there were so many, made glass bases like this. This was a thing back in the 1920s and 30s. And here you get 2 of them. They're not chipped. Well, no, wait a minute. There's a little bit of roughness. They're not chipped. No, they're not chipped and they're not cracked. Yeah, there's a little tiny chip on the side of that 1 foot. Okay, big deal. So there's a little, right on the inner side of that 1 foot. Now, let me show you how you use these while you guys are bidding. Here's a nice big one in black. I'm not selling it. I have had this stunning art glass vase for 30 years. And I display this beautiful art glass vase on this black pedestal. And that's how I display this vase. Obviously, these are much smaller and they're perfect for candlesticks or small vases that can fit on there. And whatever it is you put on there, it just elevates literally and figuratively the beauty of the piece. So I was thrilled when I found, because I've never found pink ones before, and to get a matching pair was fantastic. So the pink bases in glass, in depression glass, you're getting both of these for one price, and the highest bid here is $62. That's Joan. It does add class to anything that you put on here, and you know 2 is always better than 1. Unless it's a boa constrictor, and then I don't want any. Okay, let's count them down. Here we go, 10. The highest bid is 68. Let me refresh before I count it down. The highest bid now is 70, Sylvia Lee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll go ahead and let that run out, and then the stop goes in. And is it Joan Griswell at 75? Let me hit the refresh. Live chat. Thanks everybody for coming back from the intermission. I'm going to refresh everything. Refresh my computer, refresh my chat. Of course, now I'm getting spin, spin, spin. And I think it's Joan Griswell at 75. It was Joan. All right, thank you, Joan. Yeah, I know, Urban. Joan Griswell at 75. Thank you, Joan. Joan, what are you going to put on them? I want to know. Urban, I think your green dish should have gotten to you by now. I hope it got to you. I think Joan will tell us. Joan, tell us what you're going to do with them. Yeah, I want to know. It should get to you. I hope it got to you. Let's do another pink, pinkity pink. Now look, somebody out there has the bottom because I sold it to you. I sold it to you in green and I sold it to you in pink. And now I went and I found the lid. It's the crisscross Hazel Atlas lid. You could put this on the green base and have a watermelon set. Yeah, pink and green. I love it. It measures 8 by 8. Wait a minute. Woo! Is this what I think it is? Hold on, everybody. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, $18. I'm asking $18 to start with. And it will fit on top of your, it'll fit on top of your Hazel Atlas crisscross refrigerator dish. It's the 8 by 8 square, yeah? And it is pink. It does not have any chips around the outer edges. And the inner lip doesn't have any chips either. No chips on the inner lip. Granny took care of this one. See? So I don't know if we've got anybody out there. It looks like we don't. You have to be somebody that's got the bottom to this, or you buy this and you spend the next 10 years looking for the... It's a lot harder to find the lids in my experience. I find bottoms a lot without lids. You know, the base without the lids. So there's the lid. And the opening bid I'm asking is $18 on this. So if no one is in here, you know me, I like to fly. And I'm just going to refresh this one time. Or use this as a plateau. Why not, Patrick? Okay, we don't have anybody that no one is in need of this, and I don't see any opening bids. We moving on. Let's put that down. Shall we get rid of all the pink at one time? No, let's come back to pink. I got another pink thing, and we're gonna let pink just take a break for a second. S-T-O-P. Boy, there's a... Okay, 2 for the price of 1. 2 for the price of 1. Look at these little dishes. Yeah? Now, the price that we're going to ask on these is $15. They are 6 inches without chips or cracks, and I'm looking for an opening bid of $15 on these two. Let me just refresh this. $15. This one, and you get both of them for $15. This one is a beautiful opalescent, little tiny one there. Does it have a fleur-de-lis in there as well? No, not quite. All right, Northwood, I don't know. Jefferson, I don't know. It's not marked. Yep, both for one money, Karen. And then the little cranberry one, which I guess is probably a Fenton piece. Just two cute little ruffled edge dishes. That one with hobnail on it, with the cranberry hobnails and the ruffles. And this one is also ruffled. Just cute little candy dishes. You get both of them. I guess candy. People like to set candles down in there in these. Be very careful when you do that, because this is not tempered glass, and if it's a naked candle, it'll burn down and it could crack it. But it is pretty. You put those candles that don't actually have a flame. So that one is 6 inches. This one is just a little bit smaller than that. A candy dish in a candy dish. We'll count the two dishes down, and it looks like the high bid. Well, I forgot to put the stop in there. Why does it keep... Oh, you think maybe Dugan? Could be. Could be. All right, I think the high bid right now is $22 with Raquel. No, Poodle is at 24. Poodle's at 24, and I like the ruffled edges as well. They're cute, and we're counting them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I don't see a signature on either one of these. Alrighty then. It looks like it is. Is it Raquel? I think I said Rachel. Is it Raquel Dismuke at 26? Okay. Raquel, they're coming your way. Now, what are we going to do next? My ice cubes are melting. I don't know if anybody needs this. Let's throw it up there. Did I just say throw up? Ooh, no, let's do this. You guys are gonna flip. You ready? Wait a minute. Okay, let's do these juice glasses. All right. Where are my 1930s people? My 1930s and 40s? Can't you see yourself sashaying out of the kitchen to the breakfast table and serving your guests orange juice or grapefruit juice in this? Now, we're going to start at $25 because you get 8 juice glasses with the little orange and the little tomato on it. I don't like tomatoes, so I'll drink the orange juice, but not the tomato. And they're not marked. Okay? Look at the beautiful graphics on, I shouldn't say graphics, but I guess, you know, the design on it. 8 of them, and they're in their wonderful, you know, Art Moderne 1930s, 40s carrying thing. It's got the original paint. Now you could clean it. I haven't cleaned this. None of the glasses have any chips or cracks on them. And I just love the colors, how they have darkened a little bit over time. But they're just beautiful in this little carrier. They've all aged equally. So in other words, we don't have any uneven finish on them, you know, from aging or from a dishwasher or anything like that. And this is great if you're into the 1930s and 40s. You can use this. You can display it in your 1920s, 30s, 40s era kitchen. And so I love it. And it looks like Cat Givens is the high bidder at $35. I didn't measure the carrier, but the 8 juice glasses are 4 inches tall each. 4 inches tall each. And that's it. We're going to go ahead and count this one down. And I can rest my arm. Where's that banana split holder so I can put my arm in it? All right, 10. The high bid right now is $42. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And I think it's Robert Perry at 51. Oh my goodness gracious. Let me put those back down. It looks like it. Let me hit the refresh and all of that kind of thing. But it looks like maybe Robert Perry at 51. We'll see here. Ooh, live chat. Okie dokie. I see Robert Perry at 51. I do too, Jeffrey. Robert Perry. And thank you so much. Okay, that didn't sell. Okay, let's do, what time is it? Okay. All right. You know, everybody, I certainly am glad that you joined me, with me this evening. And on this Memorial Day Monday, I want to thank you guys because I know it was a day off and you probably had family things to do, or maybe you didn't. I'm going to just refresh everything. Hi, Dee. Yeah. Okay, 2 beautiful 1920s satin glass shades, reverse painted. The painting is on the inside. Just beautiful. They are about as old as my house. And we're going to ask an opening bid of $20 on the 2 shades. I'll give you the measurements in just a moment. $20. There are no chips or cracks on either one of these lovely shades, which were meant for a ceiling fixture. And the shades themselves will attach to a fitter, which will, you tighten the 3 screws and they hold in place. They take a 2 1/4 inch fitter for the top, which would then hold them in place. And we see a ribbon, a blue ribbon, red roses and greenery, and then satin glass with sort of a ribbon fold pattern here on them. And they date to the 1920s. And if anyone has a light fixture that is in need of shades, they are 5 inches tall. And I think that we don't have any bids for these. And so we'll give it just a second and see if anybody wants to jump in at 20. And if not, we're going to move on to the next item, which is, ooh, okay. We're going to move on to the next item. Do I see any bids, any opening bids at 20? I do not, so I'm putting them down. And take a look at this. All right, let me move this before. Yeah, let me move that. All right. This, oh my gosh. Very nice. Once again, this is pink, and this goes back to the Depression era as well. It is an unmarked 9-inch tall pitcher. The bidding will begin at $23 on this beautiful glass pitcher with an applied handle. I am not good with ounces, but that's gonna hold a lot of lemonade. A lot of lemonade, way over 30 ounces on that. And it is pink Depression glass. It is unmarked, and it's got a really nice applied handle here on the side with an ice lip on the front. It's nice and clean, and comparison to show you how nice pink and green Depression glass goes together. And when you have this with a pink or a green bowl and then a pink or a green stem, the collectors call it watermelon glass, but it's so much fun to collect pink and green and put pink and green together. So this big, beautiful pitcher here for any type of juice you want could be yours. Oh, watermelon. You know, Dee, I've only found watermelon. It's hard to find that watermelon glass. I've only found it a couple of times in thrift shops, and I've always been delighted when I come across it. It sells for a high dollar. The current bid on this is looking like $23. Kara Remmel is now at $25. Kara, thank you. This is going to go in a 12 by 12 by 12 box. That's the only way to ship that thing safely. So we're going to count this lovely thing down. Kara is at 25, and here comes the countdown. Now KB is in at 26. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I've just put the stop in there. Oh, there was a bunch of bids at the very last moment. And is it Kara Remmel? Let me hit refresh. Boy, that cool air feels really nice coming in the window. I think it looks like Kara Remmel is at 32. I don't know about you, but I go kicking and screaming into air conditioning as late as possible. It might be, I think it's Kara Remmel at 32. Thank you, Kara. There's some kids out in the street playing. Let's see here. Let's do, oh, and the two custards. Okay. Actually, I think they've got some fireworks out there. Or something for Memorial Day. Okay, let's see. Kara, thank you so much. Let's move on now. I know. You know, the nice thing about being in the Northeast, and I lived in the South for several years, you turn your air conditioning on and you leave it on all summer. Here in the North, and I'm on the East Coast, we get to turn it off. You get periods of low humidity, and you know, we've been outside in sweatshirts on the 4th of July. So we can get some coolness during the summer, and it's nice to not always have to have that air conditioner on. Now, bear with me on this. This is a big casserole baking dish by Glass Bake, and you get 2 extras with it. You get 2 little extras with it. Now this big boy, let me find my spot here. Bear with me. No, it's not hot here at all. It's very cool, very pleasant with all the windows open. Okay, the Glass Bake oval casserole, I'm looking for an opening bid of $18 on it. $18, and you get the casserole, and you get 2 little matching custard cups or ramekins, as you call them. I usually call them custard cups, but I guess you call it what you want. So you get all 3 of those, and I'm looking for an opening bid of $18. This is a big guy, and he measures 8 by 12. Look at that wonderful handle. I love those old 1930s handles. And this is the one that's got the etching on it. Now this is Glass Bake by McKee. This is old. We're way back into the 1920s and 30s on this. And it's wonderful and clean. There's a chip on the inner rim there again, but not anywhere else. So I love the etch. And these little guys match it. See that? And it says on there, patented May the 27th, 19, and I cannot read the year, but it's right there on the rim. When you get it, maybe you can read it. Patented May 27, 19. You know what somebody could do? Someone could Google right now, Glass Bake, and then type in patent May 27 and see if it tells you the year. But this is definitely we're back, you know, before the Second World War on these. So you get the 2 little tiny cups there and the nice big casserole dish. And since it's Glass Bake, it's like Pyrex, and so you can cook with it. And then go right out to the dining room table. Okay, so it looks like the high bid right now is 21. I'm gonna refresh. And it looks like the high bid is 35. Give me just a moment, everybody, while I refresh this, and then I put the stop in. All right, there we go. So we will count this down. KB is at 36 for the casserole dish and the 2 little guys. And we'll count this lovely set down now. And so here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's see here. Okay, there's my stop. Okay, D, I didn't know that you had jumped in and started doing that. So I appreciate that. Thank you for telling me. I don't think both of us need to do it. So if you're going to hang out and do that for the rest of the auction, that would be lovely. And I'll stop. I wasn't aware that you were doing that, D. That's kind of you. And thank you. 1919, yeah, I had, hold on, it's Cheryl's Home Chronicles at 50. Okay, hold the boat. Let's see here, where are we? Okay. Cheryl's Home. Hi, Cheryl and Robert. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the patent date is 1919? Yeah, I just didn't know that D had started to do that. 1919, yeah, that's the patent date. It was kind of hard to see on those, the patent date, but can you believe the patent date is 1919? Gosh. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, so D, if you're gonna continue to do that for me for another half an hour, I appreciate that. You gonna do that? She says, I don't know. Thank you, Cheryl. Now these, okay, D said yeah, all right. Okay. Let me have a sip of this iced tea, which is now all watered down. We now have a choice. The highest bidder gets to pick the one that they want. Okay? You get to pick the one you want, and we're going to start at $12. $12. And you may choose a triangular shaped refrigerator dish. We'll talk about this in a little bit, and there's an S on it. What does that S stand for? And it's not Sellers, it's not from a seller's cabinet. But you can choose the triangular shaped refrigerator dish canister thing, or just a nice little 1930s small, very small glass batter bowl. And it doesn't stand for sugar either. It doesn't stand for sugar or Sellers or cinnamon, and I know cinnamon starts with a C. So pick the one that you want, this one or this one. This is cheap, mass-produced depression glass. It doesn't stand for shortening either, and it doesn't stand for salt. No, none of you have gotten it right. Okay, so here's the little tiny batter bowl, and it's got a little bit of roughness, but it's not chipped. I love the 30s design on it. So cool. And it has a little rim on the inside, which means you can sit, you get the right size reamer, it'll sit right on there. And then you can ream your lemons, and it goes right down into your little batter bowl. We do have an opening bid of $19, and again, the winner gets to pick the one that they want. So this is cute. I'm calling it a batter bowl, but I guess it's the bottom of a juicer, maybe. Or you get this piece here. Now this is marked on the bottom, and it's really, really hard to read. It's so hard to read. It has a patent number on it. And Vinny was able to read this. And this is some, let's see, manufacturing company. Anyway, you're gonna get mad at me because I can't remember. The S is actually the name of the company. So it's not salt, shortening, sugar, it's none of that. It's not Sellers, but I cannot remember. Some of you will know. It's just really hard to see on the bottom, but it's printed on the bottom. Vinny and I both found one each at Salem. And they're triangular shaped because they all fit together. There would be 2 or 3 more, and they would all, I think they would all fit in a circle. That's the back side of it. And then all the other ones would fit around it, and you'd have a whole circle of these, but they all had an S on them. And as I said, it's a company rather than the name of a spice or anything. So you get to choose the one you want. There's one. And then here's the other one. So D, all right, D is, it's not Sunbeam either. No, it's an odd name, and I just can't remember what it is. I'm gonna count these down, D. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I guess I don't have to do my fingers anymore, do I? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Since you are doing it now, D, let me know if you need me to do the finger thing. That didn't say. Let me know if you need to see me do the countdown. I'll do it if you want to see me do it. You can if you want. Huh? All right, wait a minute. Florida Golden Girl. No, it's not the Southern Glass Company. It's like a one name, and I can't remember. Okay. Yeah, I know. It sounded like giving her the finger. I would not give D. I wouldn't give anybody the finger. Is it Shorelock? That might be it. Skurlock, Briarly, that might be it. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Is it Florida Golden who won? Why are they telling me? Hey, Zeus. Now, D. Now D's talking about something else. Which one, Florida? D, if D will tell me that, we'll get it written down here. Okay. And D, can you tell me who the second runner-up is? And would they like the Batter Bowl? So it was Florida Golden at 25. Okay. And KB has passed. No, not passed. I mean, everything I'm saying now is coming out wrong. KB passes. Okay, we got you. All right, we'll come back. We won't. Let's not even try to find the third. We'll just auction it again because it gets too convoluted at that point to try to go all the way back and. All right. I think that might have been right, you guys, because it go and I couldn't Skurlock, whatever it was. I think you guys are right. I know it was like a weird name I couldn't remember. So that was unless KB wanted this one as well. Not KB, but Florida Golden. And I don't think that you do, so we'll probably come back to that as well and see if anybody wants that lid. What time is it? We've got some more things here. Okay, let's do... What are we gonna do now? Oh. I forgot about these. These make me mad. All right. I'm looking for an opening bid of $8. And if we get an opening bid of $8, these will be yours. We have a baby carriage and a piano. Now, someone decided to improve these with black paint, and in my opinion, they did not improve them at all. Because it was a wonderful Depression green color before someone put this black paint all over it. And they are wooden, and they are big, and they are probably... Now, you dollhouse people know whether it's Show and Hut or... I can't remember all the names of the other furniture, toy companies that made furniture. So, but they're wooden. The piano, the keys, the paper that had the keys is missing. Yeah, Spurlock, something like that. I think that's right. And so there's the upright piano that someone painted black. I guess it's okay for the piano to be black. It looks like maybe it was red underneath there. I don't know. And then the baby carriage has a metal handle here, and there ain't no baby in it. And wooden wheels. And the starting bid is $8 on those. And I'm gonna put these down. And let's see, we do have an opening bid. I'm gonna refresh this. All right. So Antique Agenda, I can't see. Antique Agenda is at $8, and we're gonna count these down. Antique Agenda, they may be yours. Here comes the countdown. And D says I do not need to do 3, 2, 1, so I'm not gonna do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I wonder what the Moonlight Sonata would sound like on this. I can play the Moonlight Sonata. Well, I used to. I'm out of practice. I can tell you that. They are sold. All right, D, you want to tell me who it is? The piano and the carriage. Who is it and what's the price? Is it antique? Is it Antique Agenda at 10? Looks like it. Thank you, Antique Agenda. What's the agenda? Antique. Oh, my nose is itching. I think a gnat just flew up it. Isn't that awful? Oh. You know, even with screens, a gnat is always going to get in. Okay. Yes, I play the piano. If you go back in the archive of my videos, you'll see me. There's a couple of videos of me in there playing the piano. Mm-hmm. All right. We did those. We did that. We did that. We did that, and we did that, and we did that. All right, let's see. I don't know if anyone has an interest in this or not, but they might. I've got an old book for you tonight, and I let you see some of the illustrations in here, or one of the illustrations, and I'm going to show it to you. But the book itself dates to 1915. I'm asking $12 on this book, and it has a 1915 copyright date. What I really like about this book is it is written by a female with also a female illustrator. The illustrator is Stella S. Waterstone. Now you can look her up. I'm going to let you see. Stella S. Waterstone. The book is called Short Stories of Musical Melodies. It's complete, but I want you to see the work of the illustrator. The illustrations are just fantastic. And there's quite a bit of information about this female artist. So these are the illustrations. You can certainly see the nod to the Art Nouveau. And in this little book, this little music book, we have different little musical pieces. There's the minuet, and then there's the description of it, and there's an accompanying illustration for each one. And I don't want to go, I don't want to pester you too much about this, but let's just, as an example, I'll read a little bit of the narrative under the minuet. Close your eyes and come with me to long ago land. The old gray castle is all alight tonight. In the great halls and vaulted rooms are gay and brilliant, with the gay and brilliant throng of knights and ladies clad in broad satins and wearing powdered wigs. So you get the idea. The artist is writing a narrative about the music, which is supposed to excite the children and get them to practice their piano, and you get these wonderful illustrations with it. I think the illustration that I like the best, and I shared this illustration with you in one of my, somewhere I put this illustration out there for you guys to see. And of course now it's going to take me forever to come across it. That awful. Right when you want to do something, right when you want to do something, you can't find what it is that you want to here it is. This one is called By Candlelight. And look at the illustration here by the artist. The female artist. So the little girl is falling asleep, or the little boy, I don't know what it is. It's hard to tell back in those days. And look at how it's illustrated. So the illustrations are really pretty. And that one is called the cradle song. And there the mother is by the cradle in the fireplace. There's the spinning wheel. She likes these little fairies or what pixies or whatever these little things are. And I did some reading about the illustrator, the artist. C major symphony. Look at that one. So it's a charming book. 1915, illustrated by Stella S. Waterstone. And we will count the book down. The binding is good on it. It's all in one piece. And it looks like the high bid is, let me hit live chat and refresh it. Yeah, the artist is very interesting. KP is at 46. Is it KP at 46? Well, we'll go ahead and count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at that one. Ooh, that looks like the Ancient Mariner, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like the Ancient Mariner? Water, water everywhere and not a drop to drink. Water, water everywhere and all the boards did shrink. Boy, I'm going back to 12th grade English class. Okay. You guys remember the Ancient Mariner? Did you have to learn it? All right, I'm sorry. So it's sold to Carla for 50. Carla. Is it just Carla? There's a last name to Carla, I know. Is it Remmel? Can I have could you give me the whole thing, D? I think is it just Cara or Cara? I guess I could try to back up. Oh, Salamone. Thank you. Because I have more than... Yeah. Cara Salamone. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I have like Cara, Carol, Connie, Cupid. And I get the names. I need the whole name because I get them mixed up. Thank you so much. That is such a beautiful book. I sat down for about an hour and read through. You're going to enjoy reading through that book so much. Thank you so much. It's 9:53. Why don't we do this? We'll see if anyone wants the old candy thermometer from the Depression era. We're going to auction that off. We're going to see if we can start off at $10 on it. It is a Taylor candy and jelly thermometer. And we're going to see if anyone is interested at $10. I'll go from the top down. Now there's the handle. That's that old green, and some of the wood, some of the paint has come off of the wood. You can hang it. The thermometer works, by the way, because it's telling me what the temperature is right here in my house. And there we can see the different temperatures there for the candy. And so this has the place here where it goes in the pan, right? So the candy is on the stove, and then this will clip on the side of your pan. And we can see there, the mercury is telling me that it is currently about 72 degrees in my house. So the thermometer is working. You know, I'm trying to turn it to where you can just barely see right down there. So yeah, Depression era candy thermometer. I didn't do a whole lot of cleaning or polishing to it. And it looks like the highest bid right now is $11. Janie Cuddy is at 11. And so we'll count this down. And here we go. Now Terry Trahan is at 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the candy thermometer. So I guess D is still on the spot, and D says that it is sold. All right, and we'll just wait and see what we get. And then I think we're just going to do some repeats. All right, let's see what we have. It's actually getting a little chilly in here with that window open. Terry Trahan is at 30. Thank you, Terry. All right, I appreciate that. D is eating Cheetos. I'm glad I didn't give her the link. We can't bring her on. You're gonna have to just look at me, because I did YouTube instead of StreamYard. I can't bring any guests on. All right, let's just quickly run through these and see. Now this is gonna be fast, so if you see something that you like, you've got to get that bid in quickly because it is almost 10 o'clock and we quitting at 10 o'clock. Did anyone, okay. $20 opening bid. We're looking for a $20 opening bid on these shades. If anybody needs 2 shades from the 1920s, these have no chips or cracks, and they would hang from a ceiling fixture. And we're looking at an opening bid of 20. All right, and so we are going to actually keep going. We're going to go right through this. Thank you very much. Janie, I still say J-A-N-I-N-E. Tell me how I say your name so I don't say it wrong, Janie. I can't, I've never, Jeannie, put it phonetically and I'll try to remember. And I don't think we had any bids on, any interest on those. All right, was there anyone who needed the 8x8 glass lid? And you pronounce your name Janine, okay? I will do my best. Let's see here. I'm just curious. Yeah. This is... this is a 8x8 Hazel Atlas lid in pink, and this will fit on top of your Hazel Atlas pink refrigerator dish if you need one. And the opening bid on this, so we had no one on the shades. Okay, this is $18 on the lid. We're getting ready to wrap it up. And anything that doesn't sell tonight will come again. We'll go somewhere else. All right, Lori Perry is at 18. Lori Perry is at 18, and we're counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If there were no bids, then it went to Lori Perry at 18. Wait just a second. Yeah, Lori Perry at 18. Is that right, D? All right. Very good, very good. Thank you, Lori. I think, do you have the base, Lori, in pink or in green? Let's see here. There it is. Okay. Lori Perry is at 18. All right, thank you, Lori. And I don't think I think anything else, there were a couple other things. We'll probably just bring those things back in another sale. And we'll go ahead and pull the plug on this one. Because there was a couple of things that didn't sell tonight, and we'll probably just reintroduce them next week. No, there won't be one. What's next week? There will be one next week. Oh my golly, I'm doing one a week from today because this is the extra one. Okay, so we'll probably give those items a break, but then somebody wants the batter bowl. Alrighty. Let's see here. We started the opening bid at 15 on the batter bowl and the triangle container. So we'll go 15 on the batter bowl and we'll throw that up. This little tiny one here. This is the one? Okay. So we'll start at 15 on the batter bowl, and there is one bid. And if there are no others, then the opening bid wins. Is it J9? Janine? I'm playing with you. Okay. I'm just messing, Janine. You do know my sense of humor, don't you? I think there were some other folks. Patrick is here, Scott? I'm just playing. Kathy Day is at 30. Heidi is at 34. Kathy is at 36. I show what Patrick gave you before we go. Okay, I will. When I finish the auction. Oh, my brother calls you that all the time. Your brother calls you what, J9? Can I call you J9? I won't do that. I'll call you by your name as it's supposed to be. Let's count the batter bowl down. It has kind of a deco look to it. And I love the fact that you can stick a reamer right in there on the top of it. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the batter bowl. Uh-oh, Dee retracted her message. Janine. What? Wah, 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 wah. Sold $47 to Mrs. Cuddy. All right, we got you. Thank you, dear. You know, I love to mess around. You know, I'm from Jersey. We like to go back and forth and poke at each other. You know that. Okay, so we got that. Okay. Now, anything else? We're gonna wait until the few other little things will wait. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. So I appreciate that. That is the end of the auction for tonight. Thank you for joining me on this holiday night. I'm so glad you came and watched and enjoyed. And it looks like you had fun in the chat. Now Dee is in there cursing. I don't know what she's cursing about. Is she mad that the auction is over with? Thank you for the moderators who jumped in and helped. I appreciate that so much. And we will see. Look, don't forget, come back and see me next Monday night because I have another auction next Monday night. It's my regular twice. It'll be the first auction in June, right? Yeah, next Monday, a week from tonight will be my first auction in June, so I'll be back. Yes, everyone is so nice here. It's a lot of fun having you guys here and chatting with you. So I've got a couple of little show and tells for you. I'll show you something that Patrick gifted me, and I uploaded my video today of me and Patrick shopping. You get a chance, I hope you can watch it. But Patrick gave me this, and he showed this to me once before. Now let me get that light bulb in there correctly before that flies out onto the floor, because I haven't tested that light bulb, and I love these old light bulbs. So he was holding on to this for a while, and obviously we need to do something about that. It's a very nice Art Deco lamp that, again, it's going to date to circa 1930, the late 20s into the 1930s. And we can see here that what it is missing is the glass insert that would have gone right here. Now, I've been studying, collecting, and fiddling with this kind of thing for 40 years. And I can tell you that unless we find an actual photograph of this lamp, we can't be certain of what was behind it, because there were dozens of companies that made lamps like this, and they referred to them as radio lamps or novelty lamps. And there could be any number of shapes of glass that went on the back. So I'm left with the creativity of finding an appropriate piece of glass, having it cut the way that I would like to have it cut, and then it will fit here. And it'll simply slide in. This prong will hold it tightly up against the back of the ladies. The light bulb is not meant to be seen. Yeah. And so sometimes it could be mirrored glass. It could be frosted glass. It could be slag glass. It could be in a circle. It could have geometric cuts to the top of it. There's no mark on this, which doesn't surprise me. And once again, often called radio lamps, the way TV lamps became popular in the 1950s to give you just a little bit of ambient light. We had these that would sit on the top of radios. You weren't meant to read the newspaper by them, but it would give a little bit of light off in the area where you needed it. So this was, I really appreciate Patrick gifting this to me. I will have so much fun figuring out what type of glass I want. First of all, I'm going to be researching until I can find this lamp. And look at her on there. She is excited. She ain't got no clothes on, and neither does that one. They've got their hair bobbed, and they are ready to go. So this was really nice. And Patrick, I appreciate that. I'll have a good time putting an old-fashioned reproduction cord on it, and also figuring out what type of glass should be inserted in here. I know, so that was really neat. There's a book he gave me as well, and I'll show you that some other time. And I'm really enjoying that book as well. Now, when you watch my little video, if you get a chance, so thank you, Patrick. That was a very kind gift. You might have seen, I was looking at baby dolls, and I did get this one. The other one, boy, the legs. Did you guys see my video yet? You've got to watch it. The legs on that thing were I've never seen a baby doll with such long legs. Not this one. The one that's in my video that I put up tonight. But this is a little composition. This one I'd say is probably a boy. This is just a little cute little composition doll, and he just sits like that. And I'm putting together a small collection of 19 20s and 30s toys to display at Christmas under the Christmas tree. So I got him because he's small and he sits up like that. That other thing, I know, Mary Beth, so you saw the video? Why were the legs so long on that thing? Huh? The legs were unusually long, I know. Yeah, his little eyes are, I don't think it's creepy. This doesn't creep, I don't find this creepy. But the proportions on that baby doll in my video were weird. It was a long-legged thing. All right, now sit up there. Don't you fall down. Then, from the same booth, the same dealer, now you know. So this is green glass. Yeah, there would have been two. This is a boudoir size lamp. Thank you, Donna. How do you sleep with that creeper in your house? I think so, Melody. I think they would, old-fashioned toys would look cute. I mean, I'm way beyond the age of getting toys for Christmas. So this is glass, and look, it's painted, and I have to rewire it. It's a cute little lamp made of glass from the 30s. Just the right color. I need to change that socket on there. So, yep, just one. That's okay. Sometimes you'll find two, sometimes you don't. This was in my video as well. I love Phoenix consolidated glass. And this beautiful tall vase, glass vase, dates to the 30s, and it was only $12 because it's got a couple little chips on the top which don't bother me at all. Right at the very top. I don't plan on selling this vase. I've always been a fan of Phoenix consolidated glass, and I actually used the color palette in this vase as my inspiration for redoing the silk lampshade on my porch. Now, if you didn't see that, when you go to YouTube, there's a little tab called Shorts. And you can click on Shorts and you get like little 10-second videos. And I did a little 10-second video of the lamp that I restored, which is out on the porch. You'll see it in a full video at some point, but I used these colors as my inspiration for the silk in that lamp. So, made in, this is, isn't it Pittsburgh? Or somewhere in Pennsylvania? Consolidated glass. Once you see this glass, I guess you fall in love with it. It's just beautiful. It's a really nice tall vase from the 1930s. And not marked. When I've seen these, I've seen foil stickers on them. Huh? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey. Oh, the ice cream truck? I know. I was happy, and I knew it when I fell asleep, but not when that ice cream truck decided to park outside my bedroom window and play If You're Happy and You Know It, Clap Your Hands. They did have a nice key change, though. Did you hear that? I hear more noises here in the suburbs than I did in Center City, Philadelphia, on the 8th floor. It is. It's noisier here. It really is. I'm not complaining. Look at these. Now hold still. You guys are going to flip. I was also with Patrick when I found these. Now, these might be Fenton. All right, the refrigerator, the 1930s refrigerator, I don't know yet. I'm waiting to see. I'm still researching. So I didn't get it, but we'll see. You did see my Hoosier cabinet, right? Look at these. Wow. They still have the price tag on the bottom. No, I don't use Instagram or anything like that. Are these Fenton? I have not had a chance because I'm literally still unpacking things from our trip. But I found these candlesticks, and these are made of glass. These are glass purple candlesticks. I get a Fenton feel, and it says on the bottom, candlesticks. I paid $15 for the pair. No damage on either one of them. And these are old. These are definitely from that 1925 to 1935 era, these candlesticks. Now I've got to go look through my books because I simply cannot remember which company made these, but they are polished, beautifully polished on the tops. Fire polished so there aren't any seams. But I found these while I was on our trip as well. When I say our trip, I drove out and then Patrick was in the area and we both did some shopping together for a couple of days and did a show. So I'm glad you guys were able to join us and be a part of that. So I wanted to show you those, and then I'll end with this, and I won't go into detail because this I might ramble too much and then people will get bored. But we're going to put our headsets on and we're going to listen to the radio the way our grandparents did in 1923. This is an old crystal set. Wait a minute, let me take this off because I can't even hardly hear myself. This is an old crystal set. Talk about it in another video, but it's a home brew and it goes way back to, about 1922, 23, when the radios were made at home using kits. And this was the simplest radio that you could make, with a little galena crystal there. And there's what's called the cat whisker. It's bent up. But you put these big headphones on, and then the cat whisker would bend down like this, and you got to play around on the little galena crystal to find a sensitive spot, and that's how you would tune the radio in. No electricity, no batteries, nothing. In through the air it comes, and you got to have a really good antenna. And you can hear the Coon Sanders Orchestra, or Ted Weems and his orchestra, or Vincent Lopez from atop the Taft Hotel in New York City. Little trivia question. What does WLS stand for? And then we'll call it quits. We'll call it a night. These headsets are original to the era as well. Hold it still. It says WLS. What was WLS? And then it's bedtime. That's right, Bix Beiderbecke, and I should trust you to know. The world's largest store, which was what? Bix, you got it right. It was also a radio station, WLS in Chicago. And so WLS was Sears, that's right. So WLS, world's largest store. And so Sears, like a lot of the department stores, had tall buildings, and so they had radio stations early on. KDKA in Pittsburgh and WJZ and those early pioneering stations. Anyway, that's what that is. That goes with my crystal set. And that's it. That is it. Oh, yeah, no, there's one more thing, but we'll do that another night. There's another piece of string coming off of my hat. Well, thank you everyone for joining me. Why don't we end the evening since it is Memorial Day, and I'm going to give all of you a chance now in the comments section. I'd like you to be able to do this, and then we will wrap it up. Let's end the evening by saying the name or names of a veteran or veterans. And I'll go first, and then I'm going to see what everybody else has to say. I'll end the day tonight by introducing you to my grandfather, who served 4 years in the Army before the Second World War. He entered in 1936 and came out in 1940. And then after the war broke out, he joined again and served another 4 years. And he was a cook on a battleship and was all over North Africa and all in different places. And that's the picture of him, I believe, when he joined the Navy, obviously, in 1940, after he'd already served 4 years in the Army. So, and that's his ring right there. And sadly, the initial fell off, but we'll get it back on there one of these days. So that's the ring that I wear right there. So if you all would then put down below, mention someone in your family, and we'll take a second and look at what everybody has to say. Uncles, grandfathers who served in the various wars. I can't really highlight your comments because I'm not on StreamYard, but I'm reading them. And at least you can post the name and a little bit about, and everybody get a chance to read this. Now, you know, when the video goes up, you can go back tomorrow and read the commentary. So if you ever want to go back and see what everybody says, you can actually see the comments. So I appreciate you sharing names. I see lots of fathers, brothers in Vietnam, at Fort Bragg. Your father-in-law was on the beach in Normandy. The Second World War. The Korean. In Germany. Now look, if anybody on here tells me that your daddy fought in the Civil War, you are old. I don't think we have anybody that old hanging around. Korea, you're in the Air Force. Your uncle was in the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, that's right. Well, I appreciate everybody sharing names and typing in and remembering. Probably should have done that at the very beginning of the video. So we're going to call it quits here, and I'll have a chance to go back and read what everyone has to say tomorrow. So once again, thanks, folks. Memorial Day weekend, we're going to be singing Jingle Bells in about 3 months, aren't we? Okay, that's it. So long for now. And thank you to my moderators. Thank you everyone who helped out. We hope Vinny enjoyed his night off. Thank you, Vinny, for doing what you do as often as you do. And everyone else who was here tonight and who was helpful, I appreciate that. I know that I don't always get to see your names, and sometimes I don't pronounce them right and they fly by. I don't ever mean to miss anyone or not see what you have to say, but I think you already know that. Okay, friends, thank you. We'll see you next time. That's all for now. Wait for the cat. I got a cat to show you next time. You're going to love it. So long for now. Good night, all.